But welcome to What's Going On Live. And I gotta tell you all, it is a beautiful feeling to be live, to be coming to you guys. So this is live. Now, like I said, my first week, I had my special guest. I had my brother, Joe Subel's in the building. Wait. I'm not worthy.
Cut it out.
I'm not worthy. You're working on some newer stuff. You got some stuff coming up, and I know you want to get that out there to the people. I hear the chat room, first of all, is crowded. And I'm going to talk to them. Look, they're in the building. What's up, guys?
What's good, man?
What's happening, man? Hey, buddy.
Wow,
Hey, buddy.
Hello. No, that's a great looking TV.
How they just got ousted out. But after being after 2-3 days, oh man, the best pizza I had in the world was from Afghanistan.
So Ray's Pizza is definitely off the
Oh man, that Afghanistan pizza was unbelievable.
I know Afghanistan. Hey, what's happening? Another episode of What's Going On. We're live at FRP TV, and of course, you know what time it is. It's that time. It's What's Going On time. It is 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and it must be Tuesday because that's when I'm here. Every Tuesday from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time right here on FRP TV. And, of course, each and every Tuesday I bring you special guests, and tonight is no different. I got my brother in the house. I'm going to introduce him in a minute. I got Tony Showtime Raleigh in the house. I said I was going to introduce him in a minute. I did it in 2 seconds, right? I never tell the truth. I'm not going to, I do it my way. But anyway, I want to say thanks to everybody that's tuned in. If you are tuned in, don't forget, you can go right into the chat room, get some questions ready, because you can ask me a question, you can ask Tony a question, then you can ask me 2 more questions, then you don't have to ask Tony nothing, then you can ask me 3 more questions, then you can leave Tony out. Now, let me stop. You can ask us all the questions, or you can ask Tony all the questions. I'm just here to hold the mic. That's all I'm here for. But anyway, thank you once again. And don't forget, you can catch me each and every Monday through Friday on ClassicSoul1075.com during the morning show from 8 a.m. to noon, and playing the music that you love, music that get your day started, music that get your life started, music that keep life going for you, music that just make you feel good. But let me introduce my guest, Tony Showtime Raleigh in the house. What's up, my brother? Glad to have you here. Put that mic up, man, so they can hear you, man. Keep that mic there.
What's going on, baby?
I'm glad to have you as my brother guest. My brother guest.
We at this for a long time.
Oh, man, come on now.
We've been at this for a long time,
You know, my thing is I had to, your schedule is crazy.
Yeah.
So, if you're not performing, you're doing a power nap.
Right.
And we don't want to wake you up out of the power nap.
No, you can't do that, man.
But what we did was we kind of skipped or took a little bit of the hours out of your power nap to have you come down.
Oh, yeah.
How about that?
And it's a pleasure.
My man.
It's a pleasure.
Been singing a long time. You got that golden voice. You got that voice everybody knows. I don't care how many times they say Persuaders Review, the Ultimate Persuaders. You know this distinct voice, Tony Showtime Raleigh, man.
Yes,
I'm telling you.
Yes, sir.
If I could sing like you, I would be bad and sing my way out of stuff.
Yeah. I tell you, boys, good singing, it helps.
Yeah.
It helps.
You think give me a lesson on
Yeah. Well, you don't be in the doghouse that much.
Oh man, come on, listen.
We know that.
You're always in the doghouse. It's funny. And talking about learning how to sing now, me being unable to go to voice training right now because it's like a little different. I asked John Legend one time. I said, John, I love piano music. I said, you think you could teach me now? He said, no, I could teach you. He said, but you should have started a lot younger.
Yeah. It's not something easy, man.
It's not.
You know what I mean? You have to have the will for it. You have to have the love for it.
Right.
Actually, man, a lot of people I always say this, man. It's when you good singers, especially when they're singing for years and years and years. That's a gift.
Right.
That was just a gift that was given to you from child. You know what I mean? And so especially when you can go through the years and you still doing it, like I'm doing now. You know what I mean? Every time I put out a little hint about
a little teaser.
A little teaser. I'm like, you know what? I don't know, man. I think I'm gonna have to give this singing thing up. Oh man, listen, they started hitting me. My messenger. I'd be like, okay, I was only kidding. Please don't fill up my message.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm only kidding.
Right.
So I just love what I do, man. You know what I'm saying? Because especially nowadays, the thing is to keep that classic soul R&B legacy going.
Right.
You know what I mean? We have to keep this thing going because, corporate America already turned around. They shut us down years ago.
Right.
And it's not like we get a lot of shows or we get a lot of stuff for the people locally or worldwide, wherever we're going to. We're not getting a lot of it. But the thing is, you got to be in the people's face.
Right.
And you know, avenues like this, you know, like this TV show, the internet radio shows like classics1075.com, you know, more recent with the Love Zone, the different internet
Right.
You guys are the ones that's keeping us alive and getting the calls. You understand what I'm saying? And then we're keeping you busy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because everybody is coming to your station to listen to you at your different times.
Absolutely.
You know, so it's all about that support and that love for one another.
Right. You know what? And talking about the love for music, and at one point saying, you know what, I think I should give it up, and everybody said, no. Let's go back to when you woke up one morning and your voice was like, you got up in the morning, you said, oh, good morning, people, but it sounded a little different, and you're like, hey, I think I can sing. How did that happen, and when did that happen for you?
Actually, man, I'm gonna tell you the truth, man.
You came out singing when the doctor spanked you. You started singing.
It happened for me, Murph. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think I was like maybe 6 years old.
Okay.
Like kindergarten, first grade.
Okay.
And you know, we sing in classes.
Right.
We sing the little elementary school songs.
Right.
And the teacher would tell my mother, you know, Anthony has a very nice voice. You know, songs. And, you know, then I was into the music.
Okay.
See, I always listened to music anyway.
Yeah, you had an ear for it.
Right. And, you know, back in the 60s, I was a big fan of James Brown.
Okay.
I was a big James Brown fan.
Okay.
And what happened was, you know, we used to have the local talent shows out in Far Rockaway, New York. And when I tell you talent shows, remember, a talent show, you only get to sing one song.
Right.
And the next
that was
come
it.
on.
Right.
One to go.
That's it.
Talent shows started at 7 o'clock on a Friday night and didn't end until like 11 o'clock. So you can imagine how much talent came out of Rockaway.
Especially one song, right.
So, you know, it was good, you know, so until this guy came along with his brother, and they was into James Brown too. Oh. But he had help because he started flipping his brother all over the place.
Oh, come on.
Sliding him across the stage.
What was that, the Hines brothers?
Oh, no, let me tell you something. So, you know what I mean? So I told him, I said, okay, we got to find another niche.
Oh.
In comes the Temptations.
Oh, okay.
So once I got a hold of them Temptations,
that was it.
I was like, yeah, okay.
Go. All right.
I like that flow.
Yeah, there you go.
I like that flow.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And then it just went on and it went on. By the time I was a teenager, I was like in 2 or 3 different groups. You know, I had the privilege in 1979 to travel over to Europe.
Right.
You know, we was based in Milan, Italy, but then we did all of the different spots over there. We was like in Rome, Sicily, Florence.
Right.
Beautiful place.
Right.
If you never got a chance to go to Italy, go to Italy.
Okay.
I'm telling you now. But you know, and it kept on for me. But the big blessing came in 2003. I believe it was 2002. I was doing a show with a partner of mine, Stan the Man.
Okay.
We at that time we were known as Men of Soul.
Right, Men of Soul.
And we was getting ready to tear up New York City.
Okay.
Because we was hooked up with the Mason Lodge. We had got connected with the Masons. We got connected with the Elks. So they kept us busy.
Right.
And we was doing a show one night, and Alex Brown.
Right.
You know, rest in peace.
Rest in peace, right.
Alex turned around and was at the show, and he came to me after the show was over, and he's like, yo, man, here's my card. He said, my name is Alex Brown. I sing with the Persuaders. And I'm like, I said, the Persuaders? He's like, yeah. So I said, okay. So I gave him a call and let him know we was doing another show. And lo and behold, at that show, he brought Richard Poindexter with him.
Oh, okay.
When they showed up, I was in the back room already performing.
Right.
When Richard walked in the door, I was singing Thin Line Between Love and Hate.
Oh, he said, we got to get this guy.
Richard turned around and was like, listen, man, when I walked in the door and heard you, I thought it was the record at first.
Right.
He said, but then when I walked back there and seen you with the mic and you were literally singing,
right.
He said, I turned around and looked at Alex and said, that's the reincarnation of Smokey.
Wow.
He said, that's the voice.
Right, right.
You know, so they asked me to join, but because me and my man was doing so well, I couldn't just leave him out like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I said, you know what, I gotta decline right now.
Right, okay.
You know what I mean? So I declined, which was, I wrestled with it in my head for a long time.
Yeah.
But I declined it, but it wasn't a bad thing because me and my boy was still working.
Right.
Even up to the night before he turned around and retired and moved to Virginia. We did a show that night before he was home packing a truck and came to do the show. And the next morning he turned around and drove down to Virginia to move.
Wow.
Now I'm sitting out here as a soloist. So I did a couple of solo things, and then I think Alex turned around and found out that I was doing the solo thing.
Right.
So Alex called me and said, Tony, man, I see you and your boy not together no more. He said, maybe you want to. I said, all right, I'll come over and give it a shot.
Right.
Came over, I was in training, and lo and behold, man, I wound up becoming a persuader April of 2004.
Wow. Let me tell you something about what we do here. I have a crack staff. Not a staff on crack.
Right.
But a crack staff. And a crack staff digs into the archives. They get this gold shovel, and there'll be dirt that normal shovels can't move.
Right.
We get the gold shovel that moves that dirt, and we dig up stuff. So
Right.
we go into the archives and find things.
Okay.
And then we show it. We don't throw you under the bus. We don't bring up bad stuff. We bring up good stuff.
Right.
So if the crack staff is ready, I'm going to show you something. We're going to go to it. Then we're going to come back. We're live at FRP TV. What's going on? Tony Showtime Riley's in the building.
Yes,
Big
yes,
Murphy's in the
yes.
building. You're in the building. So let's do this. Let's go to this clip, and then we'll come back, and we'll have Tony talk about this clip. All right? Right here on What's Going On. We'll be right back.
Last year at the R&B music at the R&B weekend in Pennsylvania, she kept hearing everybody asking for this song. And she was like, well, what song is that? What is that? I ain't never heard that song before. How many, watch this. How many people we got in there? How many of you young folks in there about in your 30s? Anybody in their 30s? Okay, you got two hands back there? Okay. Any 30s? Only 30? Okay. You know that dance that y'all got out? That y'all be doing right now? Don't sit up here acting like you don't do it, because I'm quite sure you do it. You know that twerking thing that y'all be doing? Yeah, she cracked up when I said twerk. You know that twerking thing that y'all be doing? Let me explain something to you. History has a funny way of repeating itself. Because back in the 60s, we had a song. Shit, how did y'all know? How did y'all know? How many? See them 60-year-old people? See, they know what I'm talking about. This is what it is.
Tell me.
I gotta get my legs ready for this one, baby, because this is a tight song. This song here, this one, it kills it. Drop that track, baby. Every night, just like silver buttons all down there. How long she can go? She broke her knee and leg. She came so long.
You know what's funny is I seen you do that live. I don't know if I saw it that night, but I've seen you do Walking the Dog live, and I'm like, wait a minute, man. I don't know how you do it, but when you start bending and my back start hurting, I be looking for the Bengay because I need my back be thrown out. I'm like, how do you do it? And when did you start doing the Walking the Dog song?
You know what happened? My partner, Stan,
Right.
from Minnesota. When, like I said, we used to do a lot of the Elks and the Mason songs.
Right.
And one day I went over to the apartment, and he's like, "Hey Tony, I got a song, man. Maybe we need to learn the words to this, and we need to add this to the show." So I'm like, "All right." I said, "Drop it. Let me see what you got."
Right.
When I heard the beginning of it, I knew all the words.
Right.
So I started singing it, right there in his apartment, in the studio. He's like, "Yo, Tony, we got to add that to the show." And baby, why did we do that?
And that was it.
Because as soon as we put it in the show, especially when you get around them Elks and them Masons, them Southern people, baby, I had a whole floor of people sitting out there just walking the dog. They got at me 2 days later talking about how they had to go home and use Bengay. Ain't nobody.
I told you. I didn't even get up there to do it, and but just watching you, I was like, "Oh Lord."
That's why anytime I do it, it's the last song after Thin Line.
Right.
After Thin Line, I'm ready to go.
Right.
But then some people are hollering like, "The dog, Tony, the dog." And I'm like, "Yeah, all right." I said, "Listen, man." I said, "All right, dude." I said, "Drop that last track." I said, "Go ahead and drop it," because it's already on the track.
Right.
But I always tell them to stop it at Thin Line.
Right.
You know what I mean? If they ask for it, fine. If they don't ask for it, I'm going up off that stage. They ain't got to know that. They don't know what's on my track. You understand?
When you did the song, you saw the first reaction of it, like how everybody came. I mean, how did it make you feel? You just felt like, okay, now this song just have to be added to the show.
My thing was, when I saw the people's reaction, what really got me was I just couldn't believe that the people, it became a huge, it was a big, it was like I said, it's like, for me, it's like, I mean, everybody loves a song for you. They love when I do Thin Line. But now because of this lady, and that tape in South Jersey, that man, listen, everybody that's booking me now is talking about, "Yo, Tony, man, listen, when I book you, man, I'm getting a lot of requests about you coming and doing the dog." I'm like, "Oh, so everybody's trying to take Miss Glenda's title?" Right now, Miss Glenda,
yeah, she's number one, man.
She's like at 15. She's at over 15,000 views.
Jeez.
You know what I'm saying? And every time I repost it, the numbers start going up again because everybody sits there and just keeps watching it. And they keep watching it.
She was walking the dog, dragging the corns, pulling the bunions. She was doing everything, man.
Chewing gum. She was chewing gum and had this serious, because if you really look back at that video and they show her face, you can see when she was sitting there chewing on a piece of gum. Some people can't chew gum and walk. This woman was chewing gum and walking the dog.
Multitasking. And killing that dog.
I love her. I love her. Every time I'm going down to South Jersey next month.
I was going to say, you know how some people get that one person and you just make them a part of the show? It's like you get a try to outdo. Her name was Glenda, you said, right?
Yes.
You get a person that try to outdo Glenda, so you don't have to take Glenda. You get people out there say, okay, I'm looking for the next best thing for walking the dog to try to take this title. This one lady has a title. Who's going to try to beat that?
Ain't nobody touching it. They ain't touching it in South Jersey.
They trying.
Now, ain't nobody out there trying. Because
they
told me, they even said to me, she go, because everybody in South Jersey knows her.
Right.
And it was like, "Tony, let me tell you something about Miss Glenda. If a dance comes out on a Monday and there's a party that Friday,
she's doing it.
Miss Glenda done mastered that dance.
Wow.
She done mastered that dance.
Miss Glenda, my new dance instructor.
Yes, indeed, man.
That's what I'm talking about.
She is, oh, man, and such a sweetheart.
Right.
Such a sweetheart, man. She like, and she knows I'm on this show. Coming there, she knows I'm hosting the show on June 24th, where we're doing a tribute to Barry White.
Okay.
With this guy, tribute to Barry White, featuring Big Daddy Boo Bear.
Okay.
Tribute to David Ruffin, featuring Garfield Flemings from the Delphonics.
Okay.
And of course, my boy, Stan the Man Hampton, is going to be there doing a tribute to Teddy Pendergrass.
Oh, yeah, Teddy.
And I'm just doing in between them, I'll be just singing other classics
Right.
of different artists. You know what I mean?
Right, right.
And it's gonna be the tickets is going like hotcakes. Matter of fact, the young lady told me the team, Team Grays Entertainment. She already told me that they're taking us down to Baltimore.
Okay.
In September.
Okay.
Or maybe before.
Okay.
She's waiting for them to give her the date.
All right.
So they're getting ready to book that. Then what I'm doing is I'm trying to bring that same show here to New York.
Okay.
Because you're never going to see Barry White, David, nor Teddy again in New York. So it's okay to do a tribute show to them three men.
Yeah.
And the maestro, but you got to see this guy, Daddy Boop. Oh my!
Really?
This guy even looks like Barry.
Wow. Yeah, I'm a big critic. I'm a Barry White. He's my all-time favorite solo artist. So if somebody comes in there and they open their mouth to do a Barry song and it don't sound right from the beginning, I'm out. I'm gonna say, but from what I hear, and I'm gonna take your word for it because I know you're not gonna sell me nothing short of great. So if you say this guy is great and good, whatever, I'm down.
I'm gonna tell you, so good that this brother. Matter of fact, I had a video that I posted on my page maybe about 2 weeks ago. I put the both of them up, their videos, so people could see what they sound like.
Right.
And I put up something of Stan the Man. Then I found a video on YouTube of him down in Myrtle Beach.
Okay.
And it was like I forgot, it might be about an 18-minute to 20-minute clip of him doing a medley of all the Barry songs. Okay. Yo, this
that just
brother
fooled you. That was it, right?
Man, this brother I'm sitting there mesmerized.
I got to see him. You got to send me the information. I'm going to go on and check that out because, like I said, I'm a Barry fan, man. You throw Barry on and you sound like Barry. It's a wrap. It's like I can close my eyes and say, Barry, I never met you, but I'm glad to meet you now, Barry. And it won't be him, but it'll be the next best thing.
Even down to the talking.
Really.
In between the lyrics. When you turn and say, "Sure, you're right, baby." He throws all that out there.
Okay, all right.
This brother he had me sitting in my living room like,
They throw some Speedos at this dude now.
Yeah.
He sounded like, wow.
Yeah.
You know what? We're talking about things, and especially talking about, you doing shows and everything. And I know people looking and say, whoa, I would like to go to one of your shows, but I need to know when these shows are happening. Give me your social media so that way they can continue, where they can follow you and know exactly where you're going to be. All
right, well, actually, if you want to find me on Facebook, all you have to do is type in Tony Riley. In parentheses, I have Showtime, Tony Riley, and Showtime, and my photo will jump up because there's a lot of Tony Rileys. So
yeah, but there's only one Showtime.
There was only one Showtime.
There you go.
But put that in. Actually, if you request me, you know what I'm saying? I love the fans. But you better hurry up because I'm at 4,400 and something. So we almost at that 5,000.
Facebook will shut you down. I'm like, sorry, he's not accepting no more.
They're going to shut me down and
go.
you're going to wind up being, but you'll be able to follow. I believe you can follow me.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So, get in there. And even if you can't get it that way, what happens is because I'm always posting, and then I have a Showtime Rally crew, a group page. Then I have a fan page, strictly fan page, which is Showtime Rally.
Right.
You can go to any one of those three pages, the Showtime Rally page and the Showtime Rally crew. You can go to those two pages and request, and I'll go in and approve it. And you come, and I post everything on all three of my pages, and then I put them in other groups as well. There's different groups that I posted on. So
okay,
you can catch me there.
All right. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna take another break. I'm gonna see a video. So we're gonna see a video. And we're going to catch our breath. We're going to give you a chance to catch your breath. We're going to come back. What's going on? Tony Showtime Riley in the building. Big Murph is here. You're checking us out live on FRP TV. What's going on? We'll be right back.
And now, a legendary group that's been around for more than 3 decades. Performing their new hit single, This One's For Me and You. New Edition.
You're like a melody that never goes away. You're the sweetest thing, an easy song to sing. You're like a work of art, so priceless to me. A timeless beauty from the movie screen that never ever seems to fade. So baby, put that and turn the music up. It's like these words was written just for the two of us. Do you remember that day in September when we fell in love? This one's for me and you, so let the record play. I love the way it makes your body move. It sounds so good to me, reminds me of you. When the record plays a melody, love fills up the room. Sounds so good to me, this one's for me and you. Girl, we came so far and beat out all the odds. They never thought we'd make it, but I knew it from the start. So let's celebrate, 'cause we got it good. A classic going down in history. Feels just like we won the lottery. Oh, so baby, put that glass down and turn the music up. Oh, baby, it's like these words was written just for the two of us. Yeah. Do you remember that day in September when we fell in love? This one's for me and you, so let the record play. I love the way it makes your body move. Your body move. Sounds so good to me. Reminds me of you. When the record plays a melody, love fills up the room. Fills up the room. Sounds so good to me. This one's for me and you. Let it play, let it play. Oh, this one's for my baby. Let it play, let it play, let it play. This one's for me and you. Let it play, let it play. Oh, just for me and you, girl. Let it play, yeah. So baby, put that glass down and turn the music up. It's like these words was written just for the two of us. Do you remember that day in September? Baby, when we fell, this one's for me and you. So let the record play. I love the way it makes your body move. It sounds so good to me. Reminds me of you. When the record plays a melody, love fills up the room. Come. Sounds so good to me. This one's for me and you. We're gonna sit right down. Yes, we are. A glass of wine. And
For those of you who've been following me over 31 years on What's Going On, you know I love my videos. I love my music. But it has to be music with substance. Now, our sister, Tony and our sister, the late, great Judy, love her. We miss you. We always talk about, Tony, we talk about, she loved lyrics, words. She loved it. And like, whenever I play a song and she's like, Murph, did you hear the words? I'm like, Judy, I got you. She was big on the Whispers. That was her group, man. That was her group.
Yeah.
You couldn't say nothing bad about the Whispers if Judy was around. Otherwise, you better protect your neck.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. She's going to snatch your head off your shoulders.
Judy,
you know?
Judy is truly, matter of fact, we're coming up on the anniversary of her death because
Right.
Our birthday is the same month. I'm June 3rd. I
Right.
believe her birthday was June 12th. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, don't quote me, but I believe she passed on June the 1st. Because I believe she passed 2 days before my birthday.
You know what? And I'm gonna kind of go back because I'm not sure where I was, but I was coming off vacation. I don't know if I was in Bermuda, but when I came back, I think I read the post, and I went to Bermuda in May. That was 2015. She passed in 2015 or 20.
14, was it 14?
One of them, but I know I was coming
15
because
right.
I was coming back from vacation, and I just thought I read something wrong. I said, let me go back and reread this. I'm like, she was just, and she had just lost her brother not too long before that.
Exactly, Wayne.
Wayne. So I'm like, wow, man, and it was just, it was devastating to just hear that news. But knowing she was a fighter because she had that bright smile, you never knew nothing was wrong with her because she always had that smile. No. She was always
she
like that.
She didn't complain about
not
her
at all.
health issues.
Not at all.
She really didn't. You know what I'm saying? And she's like the example of how people should go through life.
Right.
As long as you have the strength to get around and do a little bit of this and a little bit of that, just don't overexert yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Don't sit back and wait for them to come for you.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Enjoy what's left.
Absolutely.
The doctors ain't saying, well, you can't enjoy life no more. You know what I mean? Because they're just saying, bring it down a notch.
Right.
As hard as it was for me, that was something I had to do.
Right.
Bringing it down a notch. You know what I'm saying? After last year's situation. But, I mean, when they call me, I'm like, yo, gotta go.
Gotta go.
Because right about now, them dollars and the cents they looking real good.
Cha-ching, cha-ching, right?
Yeah, they look good today. You know what I'm saying? Whoa. I love doing that OJ thing through the airport.
Ooh, man, yeah, you know.
Jumping over suitcases.
There you go.
I ain't got a problem. When I get on the plane, that's when I catch my breath and
There
rest.
you go. That power nap,
Yes.
Listen, your body will let you know when you need that power nap.
Oh, yeah. Mine's
so
definitely let me know.
There you go.
Yeah.
Now, let me ask you, as far as performing, what is the greatest thing about performing? And I know you said it's taking you a lot of places. You got to meet a lot of people. But when you get on that stage, what does Tony Riley think? Because I know what we think when we hear you. What do you think when you see us?
Anytime I do a show, it's I'm gonna tell you the truth, because Al Goodman used to laugh at me all the time.
Man,
my brother.
Wow.
He used to always laugh at me, and he turned around and he said, like, Tony, what y'all got today? I said, the regular. Mm-hmm. So he turned around and he said, yo, man, we got a heavy lineup today. I said, well, I hope they bought their A game. Mm. I hope they bought their A game. I said, I'm not scared of nobody.
Right.
I mean, listen, like Gerald Austin and Dennis, those are my idols.
Right.
But I'm not scared of them.
But if they get up there on stage and I'm on that same stage,
I'm trying to tell you, matter of fact, I'm opening the door.
Somebody gonna go home and say, "That damn Tony Riley."
I'm opening the door.
Oh yeah, by the way, who else performed that night?
Yeah, I'm opening it. My thing is, and I love being in that position of an opening act.
Right.
Because that gives me the chance to go out and get them people out of their seats. And I always tell people, see, what I do is, when I come out on the stage, the first thing I do is, it's not Tony Showtime Rally and the audience.
Right.
It's the audience and Tony
Showtime
and we become as one.
That's right.
See, that's what it's got to be for me.
Right.
We have to become as one.
Right.
Once I know we become as one,
and
I got you oohing and eyeing, I'm like, okay, I got him now. I got the undivided attention.
You know what? When early years when I was doing my show, and when I had an artist on the show, and I'd put them on the spot, I would say, drop a note, sing a bar, do whatever, if you swallow a sword, eat fire, whatever you do. How's your vocals right now? You can do like a little.
Good.
You want to throw some thin line on them for showing people what they're talking about?
Good.
You know what? So if I count you down, you good?
I'm good.
Or see, you the man, and I know them vocals already, and I know. Look, you're smiling already. I already know. I don't even, listen.
Between my cardiologist, my personal physician, and my medication, and all the rest I've been getting, I'm good.
You good? On 3. Let's go backwards though. On 1, 3, 2, 1.
It's 5 o'clock in the morning, and I'm just getting in. I knock at the door, a voice, sweet low says, who is it? She opens up the door and lets me in. Never once did she say, where have you been? She said, are you hungry? Are you hungry, honey? Did you eat yet? Give me a coat, the woman says. Come on and pass me your hat. All the time she was smiling. You know the girl never raises a voice. It's 5 o'clock in the morning, and I don't give it a second thought. It's a thin line between love and hate. It's a thin line between love and hate. Thank you very much.
I'm not worthy. I'm not worthy. Did I tell you I had, listen, where's my camera? I have royalty in the building, baby. I told you we're going to bring it to you. Oh, man, Tony, my brother.
Yeah, baby.
Now, when the cameras go off, I need you to give me a few hints, some pointers, so that way when I act up and I have to, tell why I act up, I can sing it, and that way it ain't an act up no more.
And see, the thing about it is it's not about learning it. See, all you have to have,
feel it.
You know what Richard told me is you have to have heart.
Right, right.
Because when I first joined the group, that's what Richard said. Richard, when the first song that I recorded was Best Things That Ever Happened.
Okay.
When I joined the group, they was doing the CD.
Okay.
And Richard asked me if I knew the song. I said, yeah, I used to sing that all the time.
Right,
Me and this
right.
girl used to do a duet. So he turned around and gave me the track.
Right.
Go home, work with it. And he told me to listen to the one that Smokey had done.
Okay.
Because originally the Persuaders had done it before Gladys Knight.
Right.
And I listened to Smokey, and I heard him do something on that second verse where he started elevating, but it was like Smokey, it was like he didn't give me enough. He didn't really climb.
Right, right.
So when I came back to the next rehearsal, and they put the thing on, and I went up there.
There you go.
Richard said, "Now Tony, that's what I'm talking about.
There you go.
That's heart.
Okay.
It's called selling the song. You have to make people think.
Okay.
When you sing a song, you have to make them think that actually happened to you. Like Thin Line.
Heart. Baby.
I've had people that turn around and come up to me and ask me like, yo, bruh, you really went through that, man?
Wow.
What you be singing about in
Wow.
Thin Line?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, well, maybe once or twice. I ain't wound up in no hospital. But
Right.
Yeah, I said, but trust me.
Right,
They
right,
tried it.
right.
They tried it, man.
Right.
5:30 in the morning coming home by yourself. And first, especially when you done been drinking.
Yeah.
Because now when they ask you these questions, you answer them wrong.
Right, right.
Then you go to sleep.
Mistake.
Yeah, because now you're talking.
There you go.
You're giving it all away.
That truth serum to hit.
Yeah, baby.
Oh, man. So they sit there taking notes while you sleeping. You like, yeah, blah, 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 blah. They're like, oh, yeah, okay. So in the morning, I don't forget nothing. I'm going to write down everything you said when you were sleeping because, I know you're telling the truth while you sleep because you got the truth serum in you and you lied when you came in because it didn't add up to what you said when you walked in the door.
Listen, I did this.
That's why they laid up in the hospital.
I did a show in South Jersey
Uh-huh.
with Howard Hewitt. And when I was singing Thin Line, after it came out the bridge, and it was like, here I am laying in the hospital, coming from that part on, I didn't sing a note. I told them, I said, gentlemen, pay attention to the ladies. Ladies, sing. I put the mic out. All of a sudden, them ladies were singing at the top of their lungs, word for word, and I came back in on the chorus. I said, so see, they know the words.
That bandage from feet to head.
Bandit from feet to head,
my
baby.
head. God.
And I seen how some of them was sitting there looking at y'all, bro.
In a state of shock. Now, why would you be in a state of shock? You came home 5:30 in the morning drunk and was out there acting up. Why would you be in a state of shock?
Man, listen. I haven't done it since I'm with the Queen.
Okay.
It's like
Jody said,
You know
look,
what I'm saying?
I'm not following nobody.
Yeah.
I'm going to do what I'm supposed to do.
When I met the Queen,
That was it.
Trust me.
That was it.
All that Playboy business
Yeah,
went
it's
out
gone.
the window.
Especially, and like Eddie Murphy said, man, he said, because you could be an ugly singer, ugly person, as long as you can sing. He said, because we said Luther Vandross, big Kentucky Fried Eating, and I'm like, what? And I've seen some people out there that's like, dog, if you was in any other line of work besides singing, I don't think anybody talked to
And
you.
when I was in Atlanta, I did that. Before I before I came out on the stage, my man was like, Tony, when they introduce you, what should I do? I said, give me a minute. I said, because I'm going to sing a little piece of a song.
Okay.
And then I say, drop that track.
Right.
So he was like, okay. So I was backstage, and I knew I had some people that were there that were Luther Vandross fans.
Ooh.
So I turned, they was like, Tony Showtime Rally. And they started clapping, and I was like, I want to show you, baby, the changes I've been going through. Missing you, oh, till you come back to me. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Man, let me tell you something. They thought I was getting ready to do a Luther Vandross show that night.
He said, drop that beat.
I just wanted to give them a touch. That's it.
And you know what? That's very dangerous because you get them big women out there start throwing them bloomers. You get hit upside the head, man. You be careful out there doing that. Don't do that all the time.
That happened at the Al Goodman tribute. Don't know what happened to them panties. I never brought them home. You was there that night at the Paradise, baby.
Oh,
yes,
man.
yes.
Hey, listen, I ain't going to say them, but there were some people in the audience, and I ain't going to say no names, but they were throwing Speedos up there, too. So I know you had to duck. Them Speedos,
And
you know,
when they
careful
threw
out
them
there.
at me, when I came back,
Bobbing and weaving.
And Dave turned around and said, you have arrived.
Yep, there you go.
He said, when
There
they
you go.
throwing those,
you
have arrived.
Yeah, I know, man.
I said,
know.
yeah, well,
I know.
I'll tell you one thing, they ain't going to the house.
Nah.
I don't care if they clean or not, they ain't going home.
Listen, you know what? Let's take a break because I know that whatever you're doing now, I see the cameras fogging up. That means the ladies are listening, so they kind of like, you know, it's like, you know, going to the strip shows. The ladies go out there, and then when they come out, then you know the guys are waiting for them because they, you know, then I got excited. You know, so all the ladies out there, I already know you're getting excited because I see the fog on the camera. So we're going to have to take a break. We're going to go to another clip that we dug up of you, Tony, doing your thing. And so we're going to show that, and we'll come back. We're going to talk some more, and then we're going to say, see you later. What's going on? Big Murph here, Tony Showtime, the golden voice, the Showtime man himself is in the building right here, live down at the FRP TV studios, baby. It gets no better than this. We'll be right back.
This song was first done by the Persuaders before it was done by Gladys Knight. And we re-recorded it in 2006. Hope you enjoy it. I've had my share of life, ups and downs, but fate's been kind, and the downs have been few. I guess you can say that I've been lucky
my story, baby. Girl, you know what? For whatever reason there might be, oh baby, you know that I know you'll be there. To be standing right there between his love of pain and glory, girl, because you're the best thing that ever happened. You're the best thing that ever happened to me. Plainfield, New Jersey, you're the best thing that ever happened to me. Thank you, thank you.
If anyone, listen, let me tell you something. So, I play music in the mornings. I do the morning show, and sometimes a song would come on, and I swear I could sound just like that. And just now, I'm sitting there and you singing, I'm like, yeah, I could do that. Yeah. But you know what? I almost blew my head off my shoulder just trying to hit that note, brother.
Yeah.
You did your thing on that song, man.
Yeah.
You did your thing. I just got to tell you that.
That was a
Look
blessing.
how comfortable I got. I got my leg crossed. I'm like, yeah, man. I'm really into it now.
A real blessing, when I came in and Richard asked me to sing that song.
Right.
Because it was one of my favorite songs by Gladys. I forgot all about the Persuaders that done it.
Right.
And it was a blessing to even be able to recapture it.
Right.
And no disrespect to you, Gladys, if you ever see this. No disrespect to you. You made me fall in love with that song.
Wow.
But I had to come and take my song back.
Let me just say this. Gladys, like he said, we love you to death. Wait. Gladys just said she will no longer do that song. It is now the property of Tony Showtime Riley.
Yeah, okay.
Is that what I'm hearing right? That just came in over the waves. That Gladys Knight said no longer will she put that song in her show. It's now your song.
Thank you so much.
You tore that song up, man. You tore that song up.
Yeah, I love it. I love that song, man.
Now, in this business, we get a chance to, and I'm going to use me as an example. Growing up, listening to the artists that are doing their thing, and I said, you know what? I would never, ever get a chance to meet these guys. But if I did, these guys and gals, if I ever did, man, I want to say thank you because what they've done was create a music soundtrack to our lives growing up. And with all that was going on back then with the prejudice and the racism, and to still try to do what you do and to get it done. And we don't know what you had to go through when you got on that stage, but you poured your heart out for us. So I want to say thank you. And now that I get a chance to rub elbows with people like yourself, what was your crowning moment when you got on stage and you saw the person that may have been somebody you looked up to that you never thought you'd be on stage with? What was that like and who was it?
Oh, you don't. I tell you, the real person that I tell you, Ray Goodman and Brown always looked up to them.
Right.
Ray Goodman and Brown, and but like I said, because me and Gerald is almost in that same range.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, the Manhattans. I used to just flow off of Gerald.
Wow.
And the first time that I actually was on the show with Gerald, that thing just it just rocked me. I was like, wow, I'm actually going to be on a show with Gerald.
Wow.
And then when we did the tribute,
Right.
up in Harlem that time,
Right.
and everybody had to come and do a song, we were the group that was chosen to do Kiss and Say Goodbye when Maurice did Blue's part in the beginning.
Wow.
And then I
Wow.
came and did Gerald's part, and to do that for him in front of him
Right.
and Blue, and to see the satisfaction on their face.
Right.
You know what I mean? On all of their faces. Because
Right.
Al and Al and Kevin and them was over there losing their mind. That's why I had to make sure I got the cameras back over because they was over there acting like fans.
Right.
They were literally over there acting, but I'm always treasure them moments, man. I'm always treasure those moments.
When he mentioned Gerald Austin Manhattans, and when he mentioned Al Goodman, the late great Al Goodman, and Kevin Owens of Ray Goodman and Brown, man, I tell you, I was blessed. The very first time I went to a national R&B event, the very first one they did, I'm sitting there, I'm on the bus. I look to my left, there's Black Ivory. I look to my right, there's Al Goodman. I look straight ahead, I think you was on the bus.
Okay.
And then I think they stopped, they picked up...
in Jersey, we went to Jersey.
Right. They picked up
for the gala. That was the very first R&B gala.
Oh man! And I'm sitting there. You got Marcus Gentry, the Notations. You got the Escorts there. I'm like, okay.
Soul
Allison
Generation.
Williams, Soldier. Oh yeah, that's right. Cliff Perkins on the bus.
Right.
So and then I'm talking to somebody, and somebody tapped me on my shoulder, and Allison Williams said, "Stop lying, Ken." I'm like, holy. I'm like, where? Who am I? Where? I'm just like, I'm
exactly.
Hold the mic to my face. To myself, I'm like,
if half the people that was going down the highway that was going towards Atlantic City saw that, knew who was on inside that bus, they probably would have cut that bus off and hijacked it.
Oh my goodness! I'm like, and me, who? I had to ask myself, who am I, and why am I here? And they know me, and I'm like, they know me,
right?
Man, that's
the love, man. That's the love. You know what I mean? That's truly the love. But hey, man, the blessings just keep coming, and that's why I keep doing it. The blessings keep coming,
right?
So I just keep doing it. You know what I mean? People is asking for me in the different cities,
right?
And I'm like, listen, hey, get to your local promoters or whatever, show them some of my stuff on YouTube and everything. And if they get me down there, trust me, you know me, I'm a Facebook bandit. I'll be flooding I let people know when I'm coming to their town.
You're gonna do it, man. You're gonna do it. It's like, and like I say, when you hear these artists are gonna be in your area, man, get out and support them because you got, like we was talking off camera about like Blue Magic, for example. All 5 original members are still alive, they're still performing, and we're trying to wonder when are they gonna get together and just give us that. So we could give you that standing ovation that you so richly deserve for all the things that you've done, and there are still some groups out there with all the original members, but what happens when that curtain comes down, man?
Yeah.
Let's give them their just due. Go out and support, man.
And see, because we have to also understand, there were so many people that went to the R&B weekend last year, and most of the people that you heard walking around were saying, I'm so glad I came last year, the year before, because Billy Paul was there.
Oh, man.
And he passed away in between that year.
Right.
2000 and what? That would have been 2015.
Right, 2015.
Right. And so many people.
That was 2000. That was just last year, so that was 2000.
No.
Yeah, it was 15. Right.
15, because last year was 16.
Right. This one's right.
And so many people were saying the same thing. I never got a chance to see Billy Paul until they came there. They was glad they came,
right?
Because they'll never see that. They're not going to get that chance again.
That's right. And I mean, I'm so thankful that I got a chance to meet him, take a picture with him, and I even bought his documentary, his DVD.
He was around that place,
man. Was he?
He was actually walking around the place all weekend, just walking up to people. If he seen somebody with a camera,
he taking a picture.
Paul, he was doing a lot of photo bombing.
That's right. There you go.
Then they got the pictures with Billy. And see, that's the blessing. You have to turn around and support these artists because, eventually after a while, we all gonna be gone, baby. And
yeah, man.
That's when you're gonna be wondering who's gonna bring it. Listen, these young people ain't bringing.
Nah, you know what?
They ain't got a clue.
Let me tell you something. I asked a young person one time. I said, let me ask you a question. I said, 20, 30 years from now, when y'all open up the vault to the music that y'all listen to today, how are you gonna feel? They said, I'll dip that. Hamina.
Yeah. Like a young lady came up to me one day. She talking about, you know what, mister? You sound so much like Jaheim. I said, okay. Jaheim has got to be in his 30s.
Right.
I'm 60.
Right.
So
who will
how do I
Jaheim
get to sound like somebody younger than me?
Thank you.
You know what I mean?
Thank you.
I mean, and I don't take nothing from Jaheim.
Right.
Jaheim, he's one of those ones that he has that voice.
Right.
He has that voice. But the thing about it is, is he gonna have that voice
another
when he
30
get
years
up
from
here
now?
at
Right.
60 years old?
Right.
See, that's the thing, man.
Right.
You got to take care of that, baby. That's your instrument.
Right.
That's your instrument. You got to love that. Hey, I'm loving it, though. I'm loving it, man. I'm telling you, it was great being here. You know what I'm saying? And I just got to say this to all my people. Listen, and I always do it. You know me. I'm dedicating this here interview to two of my angels. I got one I call my pretty angel, and I have another one that's my dancing angel. The dancing angel is down in Virginia. Her name is Donna Mendez-Young. I need everybody to keep her in prayer. You know, she's going through some healing.
Okay.
And the other one, Charlene Brown, she was on her way from California from being down there a whole week spending with her daughter, enjoying herself. And on her way to the airport, she got sick. Now she's down in California hospitalized. So I need everybody, you know, if you know the word of prayer, when you just stick those two names in your prayers, baby. Let's keep each other lifted in prayer.
Wow.
That's the only way we're going to survive this thing.
There you go. It's like, you know, we're one big family, and when somebody's in pain, we're in pain. You laugh, we laugh. You cry, we cry. You hurt, we hurt, and we enjoy together. You know, we benefit from the fruits of each other's labor.
Exactly.
You know? We're a team. We're a family.
Exactly.
And like I tell people, I say, you know, a lot of people, when, you know, radio stations, they say, oh, our listeners. We don't have listeners. We have family. We have a ClassicSoul1075.com family. But I also got to say, like, you know, you always hear about radio awards, and I got to say, Maurice the voice Watts of the Love Zone, and Howie D, when we first started doing our ClassicSoul1075.com, like I said, you have people like yourself, Judd, Evan Wills, that just came and ran with it. No other radio station will bring another radio station up there and say, tell our people what you got going on. That was love. And also the late, great Stan the Man, who passed away, who had the STMS radio show, also did the same thing for us too. And my brother too, I gotta say, you know, Mr. Excitement from the classic radio show, you know, the Instant Classic radio show. I gotta say, love to all you guys, man. My brother DJ Justice of the Flavor Zone, you know, they all brought us up there, said, Murph, talk to our people, let them know what you got going on. And since then,
that's it.
Man, we've been a supporting team.
One more thing. I had to remind me. Sandra Murph, listen, I followed your instructions. The Queen is coming to the Classic Soul R&B Weekend this year, so I'm not coming solo, because I know what you told me last year. Don't ever come up here again by yourself. So you got that. I just want you to know I do listen.
Oh, my God.
All right?
And the Queen listening? How you doing, Queen? We gonna make sure he get home safely.
Oh, she's here. She's definitely.
Oh my goodness.
Listening.
Oh man.
You know?
But man, Tony, let me just say this, man. It was a pleasure having you here.
Oh man,
you know,
listen.
Anytime the doors are open, man, this is your home.
Listen,
you come
man,
in.
we're gonna do this again.
Oh,
man.
most definitely, man.
We're gonna do this again. We definitely have to do this because that's what it's about, man.
Right.
It's keeping ourselves in the lot. We need to keep ourselves in front of the camera.
Right.
We need to keep ourselves out there for the people, so nobody's saying, whatever happened to so-and-so?
Right.
He's doing this and he's doing that.
Then you know what you do again? Give them all the social information, your social media, so that way they can know exactly when and where you're going to be.
Listen, Tony Showtime Rally. Actually, I'm on Facebook, Tony Riley, Showtime. You can come on there and get with me and follow me on my page. Or listen, any promoters out there or any event planners that's looking for some good opening acts on some entertainment, the number is 917-501-7672. 917-501-7672. And that's directly to Tony Showtime Raleigh. There's no middleman here, baby.
There you go. So I want to say thanks to the crack staff up here, the FRP TV studio staff. You guys are the best. I want to say love you guys. And I want to say love to everybody that's tuned in. Listen, for those of you who came in late and said, oh, man, I wish I'd have seen the beginning of the show, it will get posted up there. So I'm going to let you know when we're going to send it to Tony. He's going to post on his page. It'll be posted on our page. It'll be posted on the FRPlive.tv site. You can go on there and you go into the What's Going On and you'll get to check out the show. But thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget, we do this each and every Tuesday, 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on FRP TV. I want to say thank you. I'll see you guys next week. I'm Big Murph, Tony Showtime Raleigh. What's going on? We out of here. Take care of yourselves. Thanks for watching. But welcome to What's Going On live. And I gotta tell y'all, it is a beautiful feeling to be live, to be coming to you guys. So this is live. Now, like I said, my first week, I had my special guest. I had my brother, Joe Suba was in the building. Wait. I'm not worthy.
Cut it out.
I'm not worthy. You're working on some newer stuff. You got some stuff coming up, and I know you want to get that out there to the people. I hear the chat room, first of all, is crowded.
Yeah,
And I'm going to talk to them. Look, they're in the building. What's up, guys? What's happening, man? Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy.
Hello. No, that's a great looking TV.
How they just got ousted out. But after being there for 2-3 days, oh man, the best pizza I had in the world was from Afghanistan.
So Ray's Pizza is definitely off.
Oh man, that Afghanistan pizza was unbelievable.
I know Afghanistan